Marathon, which is going to be GTA 5 City by English Ben. So whenever you're ready, take it away.
Welcome. How are we all? Good afternoon. My name is English Ben. I'm going to be running Vice City for you. In Japanese, we'll get into that later. Welcome, Josh Miss, my commentator.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Welcome, everyone here. Welcome to BSG. We're going to get this run started, but there's a full, we're going to have to go through a couple of things here, because as soon as we get in, we're going to get into like mega glitchy stuff, and the commentary is just going to derail straight away. So the reason we're playing in Japanese is because it's a Haitian-friendly re-release of the game, and it has a different script, which means different glitches are possible. We will get into that later. We'll be skipping the entire second half of the game with a glitch that you can technically do it on other versions, but this is the fastest setup that you can do on Japanese. It's not anything to do with the text box in scrolling or any of that stuff. That's like the most like common wrong answer. Right?
The font's faster. Yeah.
Yes. So time will start when we go into the splash screen here. So 3, 2, 1. Let's get moving. So we've got like a minute here to talk and welcome you to Vice City before we get into mega glitchy territory. So basically the TLDR of this game is you just got caught in a drug deal gone wrong and you need to find out who does it. That's the first half. And then, spoilers, we find out, and then we need to create like a massive empire and take over the world, and that's the second half, right? So 2 halves of the game. We're just going to skip that entire second half later on. That's why this run is so short. If you play this game, usually it takes like 8-12 hours, but we are not going to take that amount of time. There's a couple of like minor things that you'll see throughout the run. The first one being whenever I'm on a motorcycle like this. Oh, sorry, mate. You'll see that I'm like mashing my lean forward key. That is simply to go faster. Like there is there's like a hard cap of speed, but if you lean forward, you can go faster. Simple as that. Also, whenever you see me sprinting, I'm going to be mashing my sprint key instead of holding it down. And that is just to get like borderline infinite sprint. It's not actually infinite, but it's like close enough that we can break the game with it later on. Right, glitches. Josh, have fun explaining these.
You knew you were going to do this to me.
Yeah, of course, I do it every time.
No prompting. Okay, right, he's going to start.
I've got to do it, so you can talk and I can do it.
Okay. He started a rampage, right? So a rampage is like a little side mission-y thing you can do. It starts like a little mini mission. It's like kill like 20 people with this weapon or whatever. You walk into this marker, you pick it up, it starts it. He walked into the marker, he picked it up, then he recorded a replay, a short replay. Basically, this game has like a demo system where you can press a button to record a replay. You press another button to watch the replay back. You can see it back. He's about to play it back again here. He's going to start.
Yeah, Josh, you followed behind. I'm already breaking missions back.
Okay, he's done it. He played he started vigilante. Sorry, started paramedic from the ambulance, and he played the replay of him picking up the rampage. The replays in this game are really broken, and you can pick up stuff from within the replay. Like watching Tommy pick up things will pick it up for reals. So he walked into the rampage, started it, recorded a replay of him starting it, then just death walked to the hospital because he's stuck on a rampage. But then he starts paramedic and the rampage at the same time. That makes the game really messed up because he starts 2 missions at the same time. And now he's able to be on 2 different missions at the same time. He started like, what is this, the party?
Yeah.
Yeah, he started the party, and he also, underneath his HUD on the right-hand side, top right, you can see he has a timer and a 30. That's the rampage running. So he's going to be on a rampage for like 2 minutes, and then he's going to like go back on, not off of a mission. This is going to let him do lots of crazy things.
Yeah, we're going to break the game very soon.
Yeah.
So this is all one big setup to Mission 3, Jury Fury, which we're essentially going to skip the whole thing. We're going to start it and the mission's just going to pass. And the on-mission manipulation is used like all the way across the run, but that's our first instance of it. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called duplicating a mission. Sorry, Mercedes. My driving's terrible. I'm not used to this setup, 4x3 instead of 16x9.
Here we go.
My keyboard isn't working, my mouse isn't working. Yeah, classic. But yeah, so we're going to get to this second mission, Back Alley Brawl, before the timer runs out. And then we're going to carry this like glitchy state all the way into the next mission. And the reason why that's important is you might think like, what does all this achieve? If we duplicate the third mission, so we like start the mission and then the rampage runs out and then we start it again, we'll have 2 instances of that mission running, right? Which again doesn't sound particularly interesting, but that particular mission has like it's just a mission that you start, and there is one single condition to pass it, and it is to damage a set of jurors' cars to intimidate them. And what we're going to do is we're going to start the mission twice, and when you start the mission, no matter how many times you've started it, like Rockstar didn't, intend for this to be started several times. So it just like spawns everything twice, right? So it spawns like a set of cars twice, it spawns all the pedestrians twice, so on and so forth. And what that essentially is going to achieve is we're going to have 2 sets of cars that we need to damage. The first set is going to spawn when we did the first instance of the mission. I'm going to start the mission again. Don't worry about the fact that I got teleported in twice. This is like more on-mission manipulation stuff. You see, everything twice, including the Malibu Club. Everything twice. But yeah, so we're going to start the mission, spawn the set of cars, and we're going to start a second version of the mission, and a second set of cars are going to spawn on top of the first set of cars, and then they're going to flip over and damage themselves, and that will just immediately pass the mission. So we'll just start the mission, and then it'll end.
You don't know what they're clapping for.
It's obviously for me and massive gameplay, right? What else would it be? So here we've just absolutely massacred Leo there. He's a character, don't worry about him, he's now dead. And when I'm going to restart the rampage here, so I'm currently in like free roam mode, right? Like I can't start missions. Sorry, I can start missions and I can be disturbed. But now I've just started this rampage again, and this 2-minute timer that you're always on with the rampage is what I need to like basically play the game around, right? It's like the missions don't matter. Like how long I take to beat this mission doesn't matter. As long as I've completed this mission and I'm in time for the next mission before the 2 minutes end. Ideally, I also want to take a phone call as well, so I want to be there before 22 seconds on the timer. That's like the latest I can be and still take a phone call. There is more nuance to it, like you can technically use replays to like, more replay abuse. You can also use it to like freeze the game temporarily, but the audio will still play, so you can like skip through phone calls without the timer going down. But we're getting into like niche territory here. Like it likely won't need to happen, but yeah, there's like a million different ways to do this.
Yeah, it's not like you're on an auto scroller, like, oh, it just doesn't matter how fast you are, you have 2 minutes, because you start when the 2 minutes is, so you want to start it as early as possible.
Yeah,
and then go fast.
It's not an auto scroller in the sense of like, like how fast I go does matter. But it's more the rampage timer is what I'm looking at. The mission length doesn't matter as long as I'm there on time.
I'll be watching you, Tommy.
Yeah, you're actually playing a sequence of several rampages rather than the missions.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like the mission pass and stuff is completely irrelevant. This bike here is really good actually. This will allow me to be bored and on time. You do have like 2 options here, right? So you can risk this and you can risk the alarm, which might get a cop, which means that we can't take the phone call, which would not be ideal. Or you can risk stealing a car, but then the cop might also see you stealing a car, right? So it's always a bit of a risk either way, but we're good here. Answer the phone call at 24, that's perfect. We've got plenty of time. So what's going to happen here is this is the jury fury setup that I'm talking about. So this is the phone call. Don't worry about this. It's not relevant. We have to take phone calls to progress the game, and they're not skippable, sadly. They become skippable in San Andreas, so better game, I guess.
Yep.
But what we're going to do is we're going to wait until this rampage timer on the top right goes to 3 seconds. And as soon as it hits 3 seconds, walk in. I'm going to skip the cutscene. The mission's going to start a second time. As you can see, Tommy's walking back in. Another cutscene that we skip. 2 pedestrians, 2 cars. And I'm going to get on this bike, because in a second we're about to teleport, because we started the mission. And then we lost the mission.
Remember Giorgio? Remember he's innocent?
Josh was like just about to get afraid there. He doesn't have confidence in me. Like I've never done this before or something. It's like my first day on planet Earth.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. So that, very convoluted setup. That's the end of it. So we're back to like somewhat normality now. That big setup was just to skip that entire mission. It saves like 30 seconds to a minute-ish.
Yeah, in classic GTA speedruns fashion, the first like 5 seconds or 5 minutes are like insane glitch abuse, and then we go back to normality for a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster ride, right? It's like you get like the first bit to reel you in, then we have a bit of a chill bit, and then we have like nutty glitches later. So yeah, this is very chill. We're going to be doing some only like small bits here. We're going to blow these barrels up. I picked up a shotgun earlier. You might have noticed on Back Alley Brawl. That is exclusively for this. Usually you have to like start a riot with these guys, but we know to do that. We can just do this, blow ourselves up, and then we teleport to the hospital, which is right next to where Cortez is, which has our next set of missions. Here we are just going to be answering some phone calls and stuff because we're like way ahead of the game. So feel free to read some donations.
All right, thank you very much. I have €150 from Dino95HD.
Dino, what a beast.
Saying, good luck with the event. What a run to start with. All the best with GTA VC, Ben. It's always nice to see the classic duo of Ben and Josh in the marathon. And I was going to plug the incentive for this run, but it's already been met. So,
Thank you, everyone. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
I also have a special announcement. I was told to inform everybody about. It's Zelda's birthday.
Oh,
Happy
no.
birthday!
Hey, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much to everyone who met the incentive already. I did plan at some point to talk about it, but I guess we'll get to that later. But the summary is it's a mod showcase where it's, so you know, we've been talking about the lore here, right, of the game. It's like the drug deal goes wrong, we've got to figure out what happened. GTA Loose and Vice is a mod by Dinosaur Bytes, and it's a very short little fun experience that basically flips the story on its head to say, what if everything went right? And there's like modded missions and stuff, and it's all very funny. It's like a short, like 10-minute experience, so we'll be doing that at the end, I suppose. So thank you to everyone who met the incentive already.
New replay.
Yes, new replay. Yeah, we're not going to the mission quite yet. We made like a slight detour into the multi-story car park. And the reason for that is because in 2 missions time from now, so this is Treacherous Swine, and we've got more shootout. And then on Guardian Angels, the first objective of the mission is to pick up a gun, and that will spawn Lance in, and then we go with Lance to our next objective. But the game doesn't check, like, you know, anything else, just is the gun picked up by the player? If so, you know, who was there? So essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to start the mission, and I'm going to play a replay of me picking up the gun. So as Josh said earlier, like, you know, you can pick stuff up remotely in replays. And that will allow me to teleport straight to my next objective, because, you know, the mission script like teleports me there, because it assumes I'm there already, so it just like resets my position. Rip Gonzalez, by the way, he's not important. Just killed him. Add him to the list of random characters that we just, you know,
He's a main-ish character in Vice City stories.
Yeah, he does get like fleshed out a lot more.
Yeah, but he's
Vice
still
City,
such a nothing character, even.
Yeah. They try and flesh him out for the sake of like giving him something to do, right? More than actual like character. Or yeah, you can also see we're not doing the objective here as well. The reason for that is this is a pay and spray cutscene. So the way pay and spray and like wanted levels and stuff work is you see my stars on the top right below my health, which is the pink number on the top right. Below there, I've got a set of wanted stars, and basically the tutorial is teaching you that if you commit a crime, like you know, killing Gonzalez with a chainsaw, that's not very cool. Don't do that. If you do, the police will come after you. So you get a 2-star wanted level, and 2-star wanted levels do not, you know, diminish by themselves. That was an unlucky bounce, so I'm going to blame the pedestrian for that. But yeah, so you get 2 stars, and it doesn't go away by itself. But if you have a 1-star wanted level, it does go away by itself, as long as you don't commit any more crimes. So what we did was we left Gonzalez's place after we killed him, and you're supposed to go to a pay and spray, which will get rid of your let me try that again. Rid of your wanted level, regardless of what wanted level you have. So you're intended to go to the pay and spray and then lose your wanted level, and the mission will pass. But again, the mission script is only checking for you not having a wanted level anymore. So what we did is we collected a police bribe around the corner, and that will get rid of it will like diminish my wanted level by 1, right? So I have 2 stars, and I go down to 1 star, and then I can drive back to my mission objective. I know where my next mission is going to be, and as long as I don't commit any crimes, then my 1-star wanted level will expire, and the mission will just pass on the way. So it's a lot more efficient.
Shoot him!
To kill this guy. This guy can also be added to the list of just random people that aren't important.
Yeah.
There we go. We have to steal some, I think it's like guidance chips or something. I don't know. I don't watch these cutscenes anymore. But we needed something for Cortez. That guy had it, so therefore we are now taking it. We do also get a wanted level here, but we don't need to worry about it. Like, this mission doesn't care whether we come back with a wanted level or not.
Are there any more that care? I don't know if there are in Vice City, right?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't know. I just let my hands and, you know, I
you
turn
just
my
play
brain
the
off on it.
game.
Yeah, I just play the game and see what happens, yeah. So this is what we made the replay for. This is Guardian Angels. We're going to start the mission, say, and just immediately teleport. So we're going to play the replay. And there we go. Teleport straight.
Ooh.
So now we've got like a free replay slot, right? And whenever we have a free replay slot, we always want to, you know, have something, right? Like we want to have something that we can use to save time later on. So we are now going to make the most broken replay in the entire game in terms of like versatility. So we're going to hop out here with Lance, and we are going to make a replay over this clothes icon. And clothes icons are like super duper busted, right? Like you have no idea how broken they are. It has like a million benefits. One of the benefits that we're going to use in this mission that we're on right now is we are going to use it to gain control during cutscenes. So what the clothes pickup does is it like takes control away from the player and gives you control again after a few seconds. So if you're about to hit a cutscene and you play the clues replay at the right time, you can lose control, but then the cutscene will play, which would usually take control away from the player, and then you can regain control by picking up the clothes icon, right? So that means that you can move in cutscenes. And when you're moving in cutscenes, where you were never intended to be able to move, you can break things very easily. But in the meantime, this is just an auto-scroller. Like, this is actually an auto-scroller. There's no way you can really speed this up. All we're going to be doing is killing people on spawn, grabbing their weapons, because we'll need them later. Not really much else to say, so feel free to read some more bits and pieces.
Thank you very much. I am going to quickly rapid fire through all of these. I have 5 euros from Peltos saying happy birthday Zelda. I have 5 euros from Clover saying also happy birthday Zelda. I have 5 euros from WireWiki saying happy birthday Zelda. I have 5 euros from Bad RNG saying happy birthday Zelda. This kind of feels like tooting my own horn a little bit here.
Yeah. This is my run, okay?
Sorry. I have 5 euros from Zeta saying happy birthday Zelda. I have 5 euros from Tony saying happy birthday Zelda. I have 5 euros from Zola, not saying happy birthday Zelda, but saying have fun Benny, XOXO.
Thank you very much. It's the key. If you have an early incentive that, you know, it might be difficult to meet because, you know, you just started the marathon, just have a birthday and then you started, right? It's easy. Yeah.
I was going to tell people like, hey, if you love me, you're going to donate to this incentive, right? But, you know, it's already been met, so that's fantastic.
Suffering from success, right? Surely.
A little bit.
Yeah. So this is the penultimate set of guys that are spawning. As you can see, we're just picking up all the Uzi ammo. We're going to use that as like our main weapon of choice for most of the game. So the more ammo we pick up from that, the better. These guys we're just going to blow up. And then this last set of guys is where we're going to start using the close replay. So Josh, I'm going to concentrate. Feel free to...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like he said, he's going to play the closed replay, which takes control away and gives it back. So he's going to kill that last guy and exactly the same time play a replay. He's now moving around in the cutscene. You can't control the camera, but he is moving. There he goes.
There I am.
And now he's going to run over here and try to kill this guy early.
I'm not going to try and kill him, Josh.
Okay.
I'm going to kill him.
All right. Yeah, you were supposed to have a little bike chase with that guy, but yeah, if you just kill him quickly.
We do the same thing as well, yeah.
Yeah, same thing. He's going to move it around. He's going to get on a Sanchez and like drive away.
Yeah.
And this cutscene progresses once Tommy is far enough away from Diaz.
Yeah.
So by driving away early, you actually cancel the cutscene much quicker.
Yeah.
And yeah, he also starts traveling towards the next destination as well, which is just excellent.
Nice double whammy, yeah.
Yeah.
And here up, we've got the infamous gate zip.
Yeah.
This is like the one, like, you know, you think of speedruns and it's like, where's all the out of bounds? This is the one out of bounds you get, and it's for like 3 frames. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Boom. That's all you're getting.
There you go. Yeah, he just, that's a classic trick, that is. Just,
yeah, that's a very
you
old
get
one.
jammed in that little gate and it just puts you through it.
Yeah.
It's funny because the phone call he's listening to right now will also unlock the gate.
Yep.
But because the phone call takes so long to listen to, it's better to go through the gate first, then unlock the gate, and then stand on top of this mission marker while they're talking.
Yeah, listen to it while you're waiting for, like, while you're heading towards the mission marker.
Also the minor optimization of turning the Infernus around and chainsawing the door off.
Yeah.
This is getting a little quicker.
Well, I mean, I'm actually, like, not doing as many minor optimizations as I could, because a lot of them are replay-based, but obviously replays have a chance of crashing the game.
Yeah,
so this is like as replayless as possible, right? Like I only do it if they do a big time save, but you can do like all sorts of like fade skips and stuff on those cutscenes that I'm deliberately not doing, because again, if the game crashes, then, you know, not ideal, right? I have to load a safety save, and that's a little bit cringe. So, yeah, we're going to avoid that as much as we can. Like here as well, you can use a closed replay to like bail out and gain control earlier in the marker and stuff like this. This game has like a million, if you want to get really, really good at it, there's like a million different minor optimizations. Like if you watch the world record for this category, it is bonkers. Like if you're watching my gameplay and going like, you know, this guy's actually half decent, compared to the world record, it is night and day. Like you have no idea. So we're going to use more closed replay stuff here. This is also abusing the kind of infinite sprint, like tapping sprint. Here, you would definitely run out of sprint if you were running, like, you know, intentionally by holding the button. And this guy would always get ahead of you and drive away. But if we're quick enough, I actually am a bit too quick there, so I need to, you know, wait at the wall a little bit. But we can do some more closed replays shenanigans here if all goes well. Have a look on the bottom right. I'm stealing this guy's car midway. Kill, get out. Get in, get out, get in, and we overwrite him, and then we can drive his car, and we can take him to his destination.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, this is a long chase. You have to like follow this BF injection around this north of this town for ages.
Yeah, he goes all the way around the mall. Like, so like this northern road, he goes all the way around. I'm pointing on my screen, you can't see it. He goes all the way around. Like it's literally like a minute slower if you let him drive.
Yeah.
Whereas we know exactly where he's going to go, and we're taking the most quick route possible.
Yeah, cutscene triggers when he reaches his destinations, you just take him there.
Yeah, all it checks for is you being there and him being there. That's all it cares about.
And you also have this BF injection, which is special.
Yes. it is heavy, which also means you get another 3 seconds of out of bounds, because heavy cars can just drive straight through like water hitboxes. Usually I would drown here and die, but the heavy property just like ignores, you know, water. It doesn't care at all. So we can clip out of bounds here, and it spawns us on the other side, and we can use that to grab a helicopter, which is very useful for these next set of missions, because these next set of missions involve going from island to island. Like, we're going to unlock the next island very soon. So there's a lot of, you know, cross-island travel, so helicopter is really, really good for that. But the reason why it teleports us is because the game has like a fail-safe system for whenever you're out of bounds, it starts panicking, right? Like, oh god, we need to put the player somewhere, they're stuck. So what it does is it puts it like, you know, in like the next, you know, they have like dedicated safe locations for the player. So when you do the gate zip, the nearest safe location to us just happens to be on the other side of the gate, so that's why we teleport through. And the same with this, it happens to be on the other side of like the blockade that would stop you going there normally. So it just allows us to clip right on through, which is really, really nice. We're going to use this helicopter for a lot. As you see, like, imagine driving this, right? It's just all ocean. We'd have to drive all the way around, which is really, really slow. But we're going to do a lot of stuff with this helicopter. But for now, we're just going to be landing, then we're going to be answering a phone call, then we're starting another auto-scroller. So feel free to rapid-fire some more bits and pieces.
Oh boy, can I rapid-fire something? I have another 5 years from Killager saying, "Happy birthday, Zelda." I also have 5 years from Russ saying, "Happy birthday, Zelda." 5 euros from Eagle Wolf saying, "Happy birthday, Zelda."
This is the easiest money you've ever made, isn't it? Get in, let's go.
If only it went to my own bank account. 5 euros from Lumzilla saying, "Good luck, Ben." Steam happy.
Thank you.
I also have 10 euros from Nordic saying, "Happy birthday, yet again." Wait a second. "Happy birthday, Zelda." And I have another 10 euros from Richard saying, "Good luck in the coming days. Make the most of it."
Thank you very much, everyone. That's very kind of you. Very, very generous. Yeah, so this auto-scroller is, so usually if you're playing like casually, it is an auto-scroller, you can't turn it up. Can't speed it up, sorry. But we can do something. As you see, I've just broken out of the turret mode. Again, close replays, stupidly broken. And what this allows us to do is it allows us to exit like the turret mode. And whenever we're outside of this turret mode, for some reason, we have our gun, right, our M60. And the M60 usually has a low fire rate, but it's very, very powerful per bullet, right? So it kills everyone in one shot, but it's quite slow. So that's your caveat. But when we exit this turret mode, we fire up 1 bullet per frame.
Yeah.
So we can just absolutely nuke anything. Like this helicopter comes, dead, immediately. Just insta-kill everything. And this is an auto-scroller, technically speaking, but it's also kind of not, because it's based on how quickly you kill everyone, right? So if you like spawn kill everyone, it is as optimal as possible. And then it is an auto-scroller. But this does actually save quite a lot of time, because the camera itself is also like, when you're in turret mode, you can only look at certain places, but here we have like full camera control. Like I can see, you know, myself floating. You wouldn't usually be able to see that if you're playing this casually. So I can just like pre-fire everybody. I know where all the spawns are. So I can just go nuts. And Lance will usually be waiting for you to kill everyone before moving on to the next segment. But obviously if we just like, you know, spawn kill everyone, he's going to be waiting for as little time as possible. So you can optimize this quite a lot. So we kill this guy, and you see he immediately moves on rather than waiting for us to kill everyone, because we just slaughtered everyone. The only 2 tricky guys to kill are those guys, because sometimes like this game is old, right? It's like render distance isn't super big, so they can actually be like invisible depending on where Lance is. But you know, obviously if you know that you're there, you can just shoot them ahead of time. So I'm going to kill these last couple of guys, and I'm going to go for a little risky strat here, but you know, why not?
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Nice.
Pretty good.
There they work.
Excellent.
Nice one.
Yeah, so we don't usually have, obviously, the ability to kill Lance, and because of the fact that you can't kill Lance usually in this mission, the game doesn't check for him being dead to fail the mission, right? Usually if you have a companion, it will check for them being dead, and if they are, they'll fail the mission. But this doesn't have that, so as long as we get up there quickly, he will forgive us for murdering him and pick us up, no problem. But the reason why that's particularly risky is that if you mistime it, you'll soft lock. Obviously, I could just load a safety save. I do have my safety saves. I'm not a reckless idiot. But you know, again, it's much better to do the strat, right, than fail it and have to reload a safety save. So this mission is, I always say this is like the easiest mission if you're going to get into Vice City speedrunning. You literally have to press 1 button to skip this entire mission.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So the way this works is that when you are near a boat, there is no like animation for getting into a boat in this game. You just teleport into it when you're near enough. And you also can't swim. So there is a mechanic where as long as you're in like, a certain like radius of a boat, you can just press F and you can just teleport straight in, right? Just get in and just teleport through no matter what. And the game doesn't check for walls or anything when it comes to that kind of stuff. So what we can do is the intention of this mission here is that you go here, you fight through a load of guys, then you pull a lever, you fight through a load more guys to drop the boat down. But we can just go here, run to this little radius check here and just press F and teleport right in, and that's it. The entire mission is skipped. And then we just take it back, and that's mission passed just like that. Very, very easy. So if you think Vice City speedrun's difficult, it's not. Just press buttons. It's really that easy. And then we're going to take a little detour here at the end of this mission. Again, we're waiting on a phone call here. A lot of it is very, the phone calls like very heavily rooted. We need to do things based on phone calls, because otherwise we'll just get stuck with a lot of them at the end. Because the final mission requires like all the previous phone calls before it comes in, right? So it's like a priority system, but you can't answer the final mission phone call until you've taken all the right ones. So we're going to make a detour into the hedge maze. We're waiting on the phone call anyway, so this doesn't lose any time. We're just going to grab a sniper rifle. We'll be using that later on. And then we should get a phone call about here. I'm going to glitch that phone call. I didn't speak about glitching phone calls earlier. If you have like an aimable weapon, like a rifle like this that you can go into first person with, then you can answer the phone call and immediately switch to your like right-click aiming, and it'll take you out of that force like holding the phone and only being able to jog. And it means that you can shoot while on a phone call, you can sprint, you have full control of your character. So it's very, very nice.
We got some competition.
So this is a very basic mission. It's just a race. We just got to get to a certain place quicker than all the other boats. They go the slow way, so we're going to go the fast way. It's, again, really, really basic. We're just taking the most efficient route, and they don't do that. So this mission is like somewhat hard casually if you try and actually beat them in a race, because it's like very narrow alleyways, and trying to maneuver a boat through them with other people, like AI potentially messing you up, is bad. But you can just go all the way north here and then cut in at the east, and then you're just right there. And as you can see, there's nobody here. Like we're that far ahead. Very, very simple. And then it's just an auto scroller on the way back. You can use the breaking out of turret mode here as well. But this is literally an auto scroller. You cannot speed it up. So technically it loses time, but I'm going to do it anyway because it looks funny. So yeah, usually you would just be doing this auto scroller normally. You literally cannot speed lance up. So there's no way to speed this up. And technically speaking, if you play the replay, it freezes the game for a second, like we talked about before. So obviously freezing the game during an auto scroller is a great way to lose time. So I lost about 6 frames there, which is very, very unfortunate. If I go 6 frames over estimate, then we'll just call it even. Yeah. But yeah, this is very chill. So we're not doing anything. We're just killing people as they spawn. So feel free to read some bits and pieces as well.
Absolutely, thank you. I have 25 years from Golabuski saying shout out to English Ben, who created the most comprehensive tutorial on how to set up GTA San Andreas for speedrunning.
You are very welcome.
I also have 25 years from Not the Imposter saying careful Ben, there's an imposter behind you.
There's an imposter behind me. Is that what they were laughing at earlier?
No.
It's you.
You're still thinking about what they were laughing
with
at.
the grey afro, it's the imposter. That's me right there. That's me.
I also have 25 years from the imposter saying, did you really think Josh was the imposter? Ha! It was me all along.
I should have guessed Josh. That's all okay. Yeah.
Damn.
So what were they laughing about
Nothing.
earlier? Nothing? Nothing.
You'll see in the VOD.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, it's like they knew that I'm so egotistical and big-headed. Of course I'm going to watch this run back, right? 'Cause I love my own content, so yeah, it makes perfect sense. More closed replay shenanigans here. We're just about to enter a cutscene, so just see you later, Lance. If you listen carefully, you can hear me entering the helicopter. That's also good for me because I know that I'm actually in it. Otherwise, I'd be.
You've actually had to do a bunch of stuff to make sure the helicopter doesn't despawn.
Yes, that's also a good point.
Yeah, which is like invisible if you're just watching the run. But yeah, he intentionally despawned his Infernus, right?
Yeah, it becomes more important later on.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to manage our vehicles that we have to keep this helicopter for as long as possible. As Josh was alluding to there, you can only have a maximum of 2 personal vehicles at any one time. So if I were to I've got this helicopter, right? That's my current personal vehicle. If I were to enter a boat and then enter a bike, my helicopter would despawn because it would get knocked off the priority list. So later on, we're going to be doing, as Josh said, a lot of, if we get a car, we're going to need to despawn it somehow. So we're going to do a lot of manipulation there to make sure that we keep our helicopter, because we're going to take it all the way, hopefully, until the end of Copland, unless I beef it, which I might do. It's easy enough to make a mistake. I'm going to keep it all the way to the end of Copland, and I'm going to use that to skip like the entire difficult part of Copland later on. But for now, we are stealing a... Oh, fat fingered the keyboard there. Logitech keyboards, man. You know, not designed for big boulder hands like me. Yeah, we're going to make a replay over the Cherry Poppers Ice Cream Factory. And this is a different replay, which has a whole list of benefits. One of them is that you can buy assets for free, which is great because we don't have a ton of money and we're not going to grind for any money. So being able to buy assets for essentially free is excellent. And also, it means that we can teleport to that asset when we buy it, which is also very, very good. Because later on, we're going to need, we're going to be in the middle of nowhere. We're going to be miles away from our next mission, and we can use that to teleport and buy the asset at the same time, which is really, really good. So as you can see, the army is very, very difficult to deal with. You kill one guy, they all panic and leave their tank unattended and unlocked, and then you can just get in and take it. That's, just how it works, I suppose. Yeah. GTA logic, right? And also, the police are after you. They're very, very upset. And as soon as you go within the radius of this garage, they just don't care that you exist anymore. So here, you see, they just all stopped caring about me. It's a surprisingly easy mission, considering how difficult it sounds when they tell you to steal a tank from the military.
Yeah, it's like difficult casually, right?
Yeah, yeah. You got to figure out, like, it's easy when you know how to do it, right?
Yeah,
like there's a ton of missions like that. But if you don't know what you're doing, then it's tricky. So here we're going to be on a very long phone call. This is like the longest phone call in the game with Lance, and he's a big yapper. So we're going to need to find something to do in the meantime. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some more like manipulation of this game being old, right? So let's shoot this car here. It's okay. It's going to.
Okay,
I'm going to shoot that car there. I'm going to shoot that car here. And what I've done, as you can see, I've got them like stuck in a weird state. I played a replay while they were exiting their vehicles, and essentially that guy's like way too. Bensons are so slidey that it would take so long to slow down, it's not even worth going for. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm glitching these cars in memory. Like, they will never despawn. And that is very, very beneficial. Because this game is super old, and it only has a certain amount of memory to allocate to vehicles on the road. So as you can see now, if I look over here, there should be cars spawning, but there isn't. Because we've used up that memory. Those cars are stuck in memory, and until I destroy them or load a save, then they will be sat there forever. They will never despawn. So that means that whenever we're on the roads now, which we're going to be doing a lot of bike driving later on towards the end of the game, then we're going to have no traffic on the streets whatsoever, which is great because, more traffic means more potential to fall off, more, random drivers like trying to knock me off my bike and stuff. So the more the more randomness we eliminate, the better in terms of making this speedrun as consistent as possible. Yeah. I always say there's very little luck involved in these speedruns. Like obviously GTA is always going to have some amount of luck. There's always some weird stuff going on. But it's like as consistent as you can get, right? Like it's super skill-based, this category, which I really like as well.
It's like it's like exactly what vehicle you're going to take and when.
Yeah, it's the game is so non-linear. Like this is like a big non-linear experience when it came out compared to GTA 3. But the speedrun is fully linear. Like it's fully solved, so to speak. Like there's no debate on what you should be doing at any one time. There is like the correct answer, and if you deviate, you'll lose time. So the correct answer here is we're going to be doing Death Row, which is we need to save Lance from the scrapyard. Lore update, we figured out that it was a guy called Ricardo Diaz who jumped our deal. And he also killed Lance's brother. So Lance is our teammate now because he wants to avenge his brother, we want to avenge the deal, right? So Lance tries to get Diaz too early without our know-how, and he's been kidnapped, he's messed it up, and he's tried to kill Diaz. And he's been kidnapped and is being held at the scrapyard. Usually you would have to fight all the way through a bunch of goons here, but we are just going to fly a helicopter in, our very trusty, handy-dandy helicopter. I'm going to park it right there, and then we only have to kill... We don't even have to kill these guys technically, but this is marathon safety. The only guy that you have to kill to trigger the cutscene is this guy. Nice little animation cancel there, do you see that?
That was pretty good.
Yeah, sick. Fully intended, I assure you. But yeah, so we kill that last guy, we trigger the cutscene with Lance to save him, and then again you would have to fight all the way out, and when you leave there's a trigger when you go out the front door that there is like a lot of cars that follow you as well, and they like destroy you. They're like, it's a really hard segment to do this casually. But we're just going to grab Lance, dip to our helicopter and fly away, and we're just going to skip this whole hard part of this mission. Yep, and off we go. This is a big milestone for new runners. They find this quite difficult. But obviously, as you imagine, as soon as you learn that you can just use a helicopter to skip the whole thing, it's like a big sigh of release because doing this mission normally is so tragic. Like as I say, even when you have like the glitch traffic, like the scripted traffic will likely spawn anyway, and they just mess you up. So it's always nasty. Like,
keeping your helicopter to this point is also quite difficult for new runners. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, all it takes is one pole that you hit and you start spinning out, and it becomes like a massive pain. Yeah. So speaking of keeping the helicopter, we haven't talked about mission vehicles yet. So now that we have used this helicopter in a mission, it is now considered a mission vehicle. And if we get too far away from it, it will despawn. But what I did was I got out and in of the helicopter there, and that no longer marks it as a mission vehicle, but it now makes it my personal vehicle again, so that I can leave it and it won't despawn. Otherwise, if I started this next mission, my helicopter would be gone. So that's more manipulation there to make sure that we keep this helicopter in memory. This section here, we're just going to be landing and answering a phone call, so you got time for like 2 donations.
Yeah, absolutely. I have €5 from Kenny Boy, I nearly dropped my water bottle there, saying thanks, have fun, greets to Nando. I also have €10 from Pokerfasawati, saying 2 cubes with 9 digits each. Ben knows.
We got into our Airbnb yesterday. I'm gonna have to tell the story, otherwise everyone's gonna be. And there were these blocks, and it was dictating the. It's kind of hard to explain, but like it was like a 9-sided cube, right? Like a 3D cube, and they were dictating. What? Oh yeah, 6-sided. Sorry. So here we go. Right. So, and the other two, Mackenzie and Poker, were just having like a conversation, and I couldn't wrap my head around how to draft all these different. It's like the point is that you've got like you've got the cube, and you can dictate like every day of the month, right? So you can put like 3-1 or 1-3 and this kind of stuff. And I was looking at it, and it went like the cube started mapping like 1, 2, 7, 8, and I just couldn't wrap my brain. You know when you look at something and it seems like so obvious, but you just can't wrap your brain around how it works. And they've just like been giving me like giving me stick the whole time for it, like calling me a monkey brain and all this kind of stuff for not being able to figure it out. Okay, I have been my brain has been nothing but Vice City pilled this week. Okay, so I can put on the best show possible for you all. I don't have time to be looking about these stupid cubes to see what day it is. It doesn't matter. I need to be learning how to kill Diaz and clipping through walls, just like you saw there, right? What would you rather? Me solve this thing in 2 seconds, or me fail that glitch? Okay, you're welcome. Yeah. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, thank you.
For God's sake.
Yeah. So as you see, we clipped through the wall there, and Diaz's AI is only activated when you hit a trigger within the mansion. It even tells you, like the game, if you can read Japanese, the Japanese text even tells you the door is locked. Go elsewhere. Like you can't get through. But we can just walk right through a certain bit of the doorway and slide on through and just kill him through the wall and then activate the trigger. And obviously, activating the trigger, it's checking if Diaz is dead. He already is, because we've already killed him. So then mission pass, simple as that. Again, just skipping the whole hard part of the mission. So this is the last place that we are going to leave this helicopter, and we're going to leave it here for a while. And this is what Josh was alluding to before. We're going to be doing quite a few missions now, and we need to make sure that we don't enter too many vehicles, otherwise we will lose that helicopter. There is backups, so it's not like the biggest deal if I lose it, but I want to keep it if possible. So we were talking about before about randomness in GTA Vice City. This is the only random mission, really. Like this is like the only instance of like truly random. Wow, classic.
Oh my God.
Wow.
He's talking about randomness, and then he got absolutely destroyed. That's actually RNG. How he busts you there.
Not only is that RNG.
Oh my God, you had full health.
Not only is that RNG. But that random chance of getting knocked over and busted by the cop is actually dependent on your health value. Yeah. So I had the lowest chance of getting hit because I was on full health, and I got hit anyway and got busted.
Oh my God.
Very awesome. Thank you, game.
All right, well, you've lost your weapons. You lost the helicopter.
Yeah, that's unlucky. That's all right. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So what I was alluding to anyway with the randomness was that it's actually the windows in the mall. The first bullet will never break the window. Everyone after that has a random chance of being broken. So not only are you shooting the windows and it's like randomness there, but also does this place sell a chainsaw? It doesn't. It sells a machete. Okay, it's the other one. Chainsaw is like the most broken the weapon in the game, so I would like a chainsaw if possible, but I'll have to go to the other tool store, so... Yeah, this might be a bit of a derailed session.
Yeah, you might get a little bit more than 6 frames over.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm still well under estimate.
Oh, okay.
I'm still well under estimate. But, we need to lock in and try try and figure out how to minimize the damage as much as possible. But don't worry, I've been busted many times before. We've been here before. So plan, recover weapons. Luckily, there is an ammunition, and I was going to go there anyway to get guns, because I need grenades for this next segment. So we're going to not only buy grenades and a sniper rifle, which is what I need, but also we are going to grab a load of Uzi ammo, because they actually sell the Uzi in this ammunition, so that should be all right. As you can see, like the windows here are never the same. Like you can destroy them in 2 bullets or 20 bullets. Those are the only options. That one took ages.
Like sometimes you can just be shooting them and you're like, wait, is this just a piece of wall I'm shooting? Like,
yeah. And that's all you want. Why you want all the ammo from Guardian Angel as well. So
yeah.
We're gonna grab like, that's probably enough. Sniper rifle, grenades, armor. That'll do. And then the reason why we use grenades, we use them for a couple of missions, but we can use them here as well. If we do a nice little lineup here, we can blow up these windows. Grenades always explode. They don't, you know, first grenade doesn't blow them up, but it does. Like explosions always work. I don't have an M4. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think. Will that, like, because getting an M4 is like not really in the route at any point. Like, you know, there's no real convenient time to get an M4.
Yeah. The one at the Voodoo place.
But I'm thinking, like, you know, I don't think I'm going to be able to get one. Yeah. I think, yeah, bar brawl is going to be problematic without an M4, because I won't be able to do a snipe. Not great. Yeah, anyway, well, I'll figure that out in my head as we go. So Josh, feel free to talk about what we just done here, the teleport to Copland, and I'll try and figure out how to get this back on track.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So he set up a replay earlier, as discussed, outside of Cherry Poppers, so he could buy the property. He needs to buy it for the route. Buying it in the replay means he can buy it for free, so he didn't need money for it, which incidentally was actually the first major glitch that was found in any GTA game.
Really?
Buying properties in the replay, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, of course.
The Basant Reddit thread thing. Anyway, yeah, so he was in that mission, he was inside the mall. You go inside the mall, and it's like this big open interior space. And the game remembers that, like, okay, the player's inside the mall, I need to show the mall, and I don't want to show the outside world, because it'd be a waste of time rendering all of that stuff. So the game remembers that he's inside the mall, but he bought a property while he was inside of it, which teleported him out. So as you saw, when he teleported out to Cherry Poppers after he bought it, he's like in the void. He's like, you can't see anything. All the collision and stuff is still there. It just doesn't render anything.
Yeah, you just got to learn to drive blind.
Yeah, so he just blindly drove to the mansion here. Which, when he goes inside the mansion, you know, it puts him back in the correct interior world, so we can see the game again. But the game is still remembering that he's within the mall, which is relevant for a mission later where you want to go back there. So for the rest of the gameplay here, he's like, yeah, he's in the mall still. Which, yeah, messes with a bunch of stuff. It's actually just that one thing. It might just be that one thing.
It's pretty much just Copland start, yeah.
Yeah,
like that's the only relevant part for the speed part of the run.
But yeah, so he bought the property, teleported to it, didn't spend any money. It's all good. He needed it, and then he managed to start this mission. Did that guy give you an M4? No, that wasn't.
I got it from the mansion.
Oh, sick. Oh, yeah, the mansion, right, cool.
I had like a brainwave as I was going into the mansion. Yeah,
right,
of course.
The mansion, duh. Yeah, he needs the M4 here because he's going to try to set up a snipe. So he's going to go to a little back alley bit. There's going to be a bunch of enemies inside a little enclosed area. He's going to chuck a grenade or two in there to kill them all.
Yeah, I usually use the M60, but I guess I'm using nades for this.
Yeah. And then he's going to, as they're all dying, he's going to run over here and crouch in a corner like this. In this cutscene that you're watching here, Tommy is supposed to walk towards the enclosure, but because he's crouched, he can't walk. Nice, well done. So it keeps him where he was. And yeah, then those two PCJs. Oh, no.
That's all right.
Yeah,
we don't have a heli anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
I can put it in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so there were two guys on PCJs that drive away. They're a real pain in the butt to chase.
Yeah.
You get wanted stars and all this stuff.
That snipe is like super chokeable as well.
Yeah,
like,
it's really difficult to.
And if you fail it, it like becomes like, you know, it starts becoming like a similar derailed process, right? Because like, you know, you then have to chase them, but then you've got a vehicle, but then you might lose your helicopter if you don't do it right, and it becomes like a massive pain.
It's like big ramifications if you don't kill those guys.
Yeah, so there's a lot of pressure on that snipe. So it's always relieving when you hit it, like, oh, thank God. Yeah, so usually this would be a strategy that you absolutely do not do, because this would cause your helicopter to despawn. You can put a car into a garage, and it doesn't actually like keep that version of the vehicle. It like despawns, right? And then spawns you in a new one. So as long as I go far enough away and spawn it in, it should give me a brand new PCJ with tires. There you go. Very good. But yeah, you would never usually do that because that would count as 2 PCJs as far as the game is concerned. So you would lose your helicopter, but I don't have a helicopter. So this is like the one time I can get away with doing that big beginner mistake intentionally. Yeah, we're just going to answer a phone call here. You have time for one donation, really quick.
Absolutely. I have 25 euros from Prostetnik saying, good luck, Ben.
Thank you very much.
Was that short enough?
Yes. Yeah. The reason why is because this mission gets very sketchy right at the start due to the mole thing that we were talking about. So Josh, feel free to talk, and I'll lock in and try not get busted a second time.
Yeah, so he recorded another replay there of him over the save marker inside the mansion. He's going to use that a lot later. Yeah. So in this mission, you're supposed to get the cops' attention because they've taken over the mall to investigate things. And if you go inside the mall, the police will get really mad at you. As aforementioned, he was still inside the mall technically, so he immediately got 5 stars. This is fast because you want wanted level here because you need to lure some cops into a garage. But the problem is you have 5 stars, which is not great.
Yeah, FBI coming after you, which is not ideal.
Yeah, there isn't many police chasing because he did despawn a bunch of traffic, but there'll still be roadblocks and stuff like this.
They pop in like this, which is like you need to be kind of on it here. Like you can't be not concentrating.
Yeah,
he pop in at any second and knock you off.
So him or Lance can get so easily killed here.
Yeah.
It looked easy when you just don't crash like that, but yeah, he got there.
That was a fairly lucky drive. Like you can get way unluckier segments than that.
Yeah. So these 2 cops script it to spawn in if you have wanted stars inside this.
Yeah.
So you lure them in. He's going to take their clothes and stuff. And yeah, now you're going to do the rest of the mission. But yeah, it's much faster to be inside the mall here because otherwise you have to just like shoot a bunch of random people to get wanted stars. And there is no one because nothing's loading.
So this is the backup
helicopter of shame.
Yeah, this is the helicopter of shame. If you lose your VCN heli, this is the one that you will grab. It is much, much slower. Like you might think, oh, it's a helicopter, right? Like how slow can it be? It is so much slower than the VCN helicopter. So you have just the right amount of time to wallow in the fact that you're going slow when you're driving back. But it's our only option really at this point. Technically speaking, if we kept the PCJ, like if we wanted to be as fast as possible from this current situation, we would not take the Sparrow and we would take the PCJ back. But driving back with 5 stars with Lance on a bike is like so ludicrously, sketchy that, speaking of sketchy, I'm not even going to do this. Like when we go in there, there's going to be 2 guys that are going to attack me with M4s. And usually you have a bike so you can tank those hits. But if I walked in there, they would just like pretty much insta-kill me, like as you'll see here. You can kill them, but with how things are currently going, I think we should not play too silly. So taking them out from the other door at range is much safer.
Yeah, and you can see when he walked into the mall, it actually teleported him out. Yeah. Because the game's like, oh, you're transitioning from the mall state to not mall state, so put him outside.
Yeah, you must want to leave because you're currently in the mall.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so now we've fixed our mall state. Now everything's good again.
Yeah. Then we just need to get Lance in here. It was a bit sketchy with those 2 cops there because if he sees a cop, he'll start shooting them and he'll get like stuck in combat rather than coming with me. And then he can get stuck, but that was fine. Then we just fly back. So feel free to read like 2 or 3 donations, and then we're getting into mega glitchy territory. So
absolutely. I have 50 euros from Viper saying, hi Ben, best of luck with the run and everyone at BSG. See you guys in a few days. I also have 3 euros from Bones saying, how do you call a difficult Halloween Vice City mod? Frightened Vice.
Nice.
I also have 5 euros from Happy Birthday Zelda saying no comments.
Oh yeah. Are you going to make me explain the mega glitchiness?
Yeah, of course I am. Oh, you're not the one playing.
Oh, okay, I'll try to remember how this works. I run this game like once a year.
As long as you, even if you say half and I have to correct you on half of it, that's fine.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, so we're currently in a state where we finished the Vassetti estate. That is one of the assets that we have to complete. And now we need to complete the Printworks and 5 other assets in order to unlock the final 2 missions of the game and then beat the game. But we are not going to do that because that is slow and we'd be here for like an extra hour, and I don't want to waste all of your time. So instead, we're going to start doing some Mega Glitch setups. So Josh, feel free to get going, and I'll start locking in.
Okay, so I'll have to actually watch what you're going to do. You're going to go to a replay.
Make the Katana Rampage,
oh, yeah,
replay,
Katana Rampage, yeah.
And then start spilling the beans.
Yes, that's right. So he's going to go, that thing that we did way at the start of the run where he started a Rampage and then started another mission at the same time. He's going to do that again, but a much harder setup for it. Actually, is it Mandupe? I think
so I'm going to Mandupe it, but I'm going to save the game beforehand.
Oh, okay. So he's going to do a risky strat and make a save beforehand.
Yeah, if you don't, you lose 2 minutes if it goes wrong.
Yeah,
so
that's why I was concerned.
Yeah.
So just there, it looks like he was stood on top of nothing. That's because the phone call is blocking the Rampage from spawning. But he recorded a replay of him picking up a Rampage. He's going to make a save.
Yep.
And then he's going to try to start the mission and play the Rampage at the same time. So then we're going to do the thing again where we're on 2 different missions at once, and that breaks the game completely. So he's going to do a setup to, like, jump here? Oh, the save marker, that's right, yeah. Oh, beautiful, there you go. It's the first try. There you go. Well done. That's actually really hard.
And that is, like, fully random as well. Like, even if you play frame perfectly, because of the way, like, the cycles work of starting 2 things at the same time, you can just fail there. That's why I make the save. Like, you lose 2 minutes if you don't make a save there, and it goes wrong. So
yeah. So he's on a mission and on a Rampage at the same time, which is why he's got a Katana and the timer. He recorded another replay of him on top of the save marker, so he can teleport back later. And now he's going to just do this mission real quick while the Rampage timer is ticking.
Yeah, we're also, again here, the mission doesn't make a difference. The Rampage timer is all that really matters.
He needs to beat this mission well ahead of the Rampage timer so that he can do other stuff. So the reason he did that is because, if you start a Rampage, you have to wait 2 minutes for it to end.
Yeah.
And we want it to end to put us off of a mission and then start another mission at the same time. So it just so happens that this mission sort of fits within these 2 minutes, and it's the one before we want to do with the Rampage.
Yep.
So he's just going to play this mission and a Rampage at the same time.
Yep. It's very important, especially here, is if you do not get to the boat on time and you go on mission 0, so like the Rampage fails and you get a phone call and then that phone call disappears, and then you start this on mission 0, you will just soft lock because the audio, like, the cutscene audio just doesn't play, right?
Right, because it like loaded the phone call audio, I guess.
However it works. But basically, like, you'll just soft lock. So you have to be fast here so you don't soft lock.
Yeah.
But we're more than enough time here.
Yeah, with no traffic and stuff, it's pretty simple.
It's pretty chill. I just need to make sure that I run through here and don't die. You can die here, but it's very rare, but it's also very rare to get busted on 100 HP. So
he's locked to the Katana because of the Rampage, so you can't fight back. You have to just run past these guys. By the way, shout out to this trick here.
Yep.
Josh jump.
Yep.
He's gonna do it. Ready? I found this like 20 years ago. Beautiful.
Josh loves to talk about the Josh jump, but whenever he does this run, he doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah.
He knows how to brag about the fact that he found it, but he doesn't know how to actually execute it himself.
Anyway, right, mega glitchiness. So he's going to play the replay of him picking up the save marker.
Started raining.
He's going to play the replay of him picking up the save marker, which is going to teleport him to the Printworks.
Yeah.
Then he's going to start Printworks.
Yeah, hit the courier, which is Printworks too.
Yeah. Hang on, I got to also remember how this works. So here's the teleport.
You can see it happen in real time.
Yeah, so the phone call's going to ring. While the phone call is ringing, he's technically on a mission. This mission ends. The phone call is still ringing. He starts this next mission. He's going to get on the bike, which cancels the phone call. So now if you look at his mini-map, he can start missions and stuff again. Yeah. So he started Hit the Courier. This is one of some amount of asset missions you need to do. You need to do like 8 of them or something. He's going to start this mission. He's going to come over here to Cherry Poppers, which is why we bought this. He's going to get in this. It's going to start the Cherry Popper mission. Now he's loaded 2 different missions at the same time. This does really bad things to the game.
Yeah, the game does not like this.
Yeah, and that like insta-passes Hit the Courier, but also doesn't actually progress his mission state.
It insta-passes Cherry Poppers.
Oh, it's my Cherry Poppers, sorry, insta-passes
So it gives us
Poppers.
1 to our asset count. Because that is 1 mission that then gives us an asset when we complete it.
Yeah.
And then we do this 5 times and we gain 5 assets. Just like that.
Yeah, he needs to, 6 assets. Like, you need to get 6 assets.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to do all different ones. But by doing this trick 5 times over and over, he's actually, instantly passing Cherry Poppers multiple times.
Yeah.
Which means,
and then for the 6th asset, we can actually do Hit the Courier, which is the final Printworks mission, which gives us that asset as well.
Yeah, so you get to 6.
Yeah.
So the game won't progress until you've completed 6 assets, which is the non-linear part of the game.
7, because the City Estate as well.
Oh, sure, okay. So you're supposed to run around and do different assets, like, the boatyard and pole position and stuff like that. But yeah, the speedrun strat is to just do this extremely complicated glitch. This is really difficult timing he's doing here. He needs to like, okay, well, yeah, he needs to like start these things, get the phone call ringing, start another thing while the phone call is ringing, do another thing.
You're like micromanaging a million different like variables here.
There's a reason he's letting me fail to explain this rather than talking. It's because he's trying to time this right. Yeah, you have like very short amount of time to like get over to Cherry Poppers before the phone rings again.
In the rain as well, no chainsaw to knock off the door. Like these are very sketchy insta passes.
Yeah. He needs to like get on this bike before the phone rings, or this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then teleport back with that safe marker replay he had to be faster. Yeah.
This is 4, by the way. This is number 4. This is the last one here. And then as soon as we do the 5th one, we're going to immediately hop into another like tricky section where we're on a very tight time limit. I'm hoping it's going to finish raining at 6 p.m. in-game. Otherwise, this is going to be very, very tight. I don't remember the last time I did this in rain, but I'm pretty sure it's sketch in rain. So that's the last one. Teleport.
Nice.
And this time we're going to answer this phone call as we hop in. Sonny talking to us. I'm going to push the bike. I think it stopped raining, which is good.
Yeah,
it doesn't technically stop raining with like the rain physics until... Oh, no, it's still raining. Okay.
No.
All right. Josh, keep talking.
Okay. So, I can't remember why this is tight timing, but it is. He needs
because we need to answer 2 phone calls before the helicopter lands.
That's right, yeah. So there's a big phone call queue that he's accrued over the course of the run because he's been trying not to answer them because it's slow. But you need to answer a certain amount of them before the end of the game will happen. So he's trying to do this mission. This mission has been started 6 times, so there's like 6 copies of everything.
No, we kill those with Cherry Popper. That's international. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, he's doing this mission. There's a helicopter flying in that's going to like land, and like a person's going to come out, and he needs to kill them and take the briefcase. But he also needs to answer these phone calls, and it's much faster to answer them in this mission because of this. He's going to... Private business, you're not welcome.
Yeah, you can overwrite the dialogue lines.
Yeah.
The longer dialogue lines with shorter lines from the lady.
Yeah, like Lance talks for flipping forever on this phone call, so it's like you overwrite it with this. Yeah, it makes it faster. But you need to answer these phone calls still really quickly because the helicopter's going to come and land. If it lands too soon and they start driving away, he's going to be in big doo-doo, so he needs to get this done quickly.
Yeah, because the logical backup here is the lady gets in the car, you just shoot her out the car, but if you critical hit her in the car, it destroys her and destroys the briefcase, and you fail the mission. Yeah. And that's like the whole setup dead, basically, at that point.
There's so many ways of failing this mission, and if you do it, it's really bad. So
so this is...
the next phone call's coming up.
We'll see if we're on time or not. I think we're on time. I haven't got a chainsaw, though, so I'll have to shoot her.
Yeah, just don't headshot her. Oh.
Yeah, just don't crit her.
Oh.
It's fine, I can shoot her out the car. Oh dear.
Oh god.
Forgot I didn't have a chainsaw.
Oh no.
Sorry, as long as I chill, don't panic.
Yeah.
Don't crit her, that's all that matters. Just keep shooting the car. She'll get out.
There you go, yeah.
And then she'll get out. This is good. This is what you want to happen if things go wrong. That's fine.
Nice, yeah, okay, you didn't die. Okay.
Yeah. I did mash up my bike a bit.
Yeah, at least it's the front tire.
Yeah.
It's drivable still.
Winnable.
Yeah. So we're going to try to teleport back with a save marker.
Yeah. Yeah, the teleports is whenever you hit the district, you can teleport back. So you see, we go in there. That's fine. Don't need that. We won't get an instant call, but that's fine.
Yeah, and he needs to be careful here because he's like on mission 0 still. So if he walks into that marker, he'll actually start another copy of
the mission, and I'll have to go and do it again, or like fail it or something.
Yeah, so he has to jump through the marker to pass the mission, but not start the mission again.
Yeah.
There you go, he's done it. Well done.
Yeah, that was as good save as can be, really. We're going to have to wait for the phone call here. There's usually a strategy you can do here where you can shoot the guys at the first set of collectors that come through the wall. Is that happening and also being on time with a pop front tire? Not in a million years, so I'm just going to do this a slow way. Which is also good, because I also don't think it's possible. Like, I don't think I have a certain pixel-perfect lineup for it, and it's already difficult enough as it is. Doing it in 4x3, I don't even know it's possible to do, like, 16x9 versus 4x3. I have no idea. So we're just going to do it normally. So that's all right.
Yeah, whatever. It was just safe right with the tire.
Yeah, like at this point, like my bike is literally on like 1 HP. Like if someone sneezes on my bike, it's dead. So doing like risky strats here is just like not the move, I think.
Yeah, so this mission is really risky because in this mission, the Mafia have come to like take your businesses back. And you're supposed to have, like, again, you're supposed to have 7 businesses that you've unlocked at this point.
Yep.
But he hasn't. He only has, like, 3 or
I
something.
have 1. I have cherry poppers. So if they tax
you didn't
it,
do
I
boat
fail
yard,
the
did
mission.
you? Yeah, right. Yeah, you have
This
1.
is the only one I have.
Yeah. So basically, the enemies are going to go to his go to his assets. If they stand there for long enough, they'll take control of it. Once they have control of all of his assets, he'll fail the mission. And yeah, he only has 1. It's cherry poppers. So the mission is like 7 times harder than it should be.
Yeah. These guys are never easy to hit with
because
they like flinch on the bike and then they become like, I swear, bulletproof. Like when they flinch on the bike, their hitbox becomes like super duper weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, these guys don't matter if you end up whiffing. Like it is a bit faster if you kill them, but you have to drive back towards the mansion anyway. So it's not a big deal if you end up whiffing this shot. So do as much damage as I can. The rest they can just do it as you drive by.
Oh yeah, the classic. Yeah.
Just kill him here. Don't set my bike on fire, that's all that matters. Right, and I'm up to the final mission. So we will be like a minute over, which is not ideal, but feel free to kneecap me. I'm gonna blame that cop on Shakedown.
That was so unlucky, to be fair. That was really
That's a 6% chance, so that is 1 in 20, essentially. Yeah. He hits me and I get busted, so yeah. Classic marathon luck, right?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
What would a marathon run be without a 1 in 20 chance?
As you're talking about RNG.
Yes,
the
exactly.
game was just like, here's RNG, just slaps you.
Yeah. So that was what the mansion walk was for. We set that up before when I made the replay. Teleport using the save marker.
Oh, yeah. That was
and then start this mission. So this mission is like essentially on rails. You're just waiting for people to spawn. As long as I don't touch my mouse, the idea is that like you're supposed to be like defending from all these guys trying to take your money from a safe. But as long as you don't move your mouse, for some reason, nobody spawns. So we're just waiting here for 60 seconds. So it's a perfect chance to thank you all for watching. Of course, thank you, Josh, being here and helping with commentary. Thank you to the lovely hosts for all the lovely donations. Thank you to everyone who's donated and supported so far. Obviously, we are not nearly done with BSG. We just started. So do get your donations in. And we've already hit the incentive as well, so we can do Loose and Vice right after this.
Oh, yeah, sick.
And thank you all for watching, everyone behind me and everyone at home. Appreciate you all. And yeah, we're going to wait for Lance to spawn. He's going to be here in just a second. We're going to kill Lance, and then after we've killed Lance, 60 seconds later, Sonny's going to spawn. We're going to kill him, and that's going to be time. So again, this is like all on a timer, so I don't need to play risky here at all. There are risky strats that you can do to speed it up a little bit, but I am well beyond risky strats at this point, you know? Like, I'm not doing any of them. So we're just waiting for like a minute or two, so feel free to read any final bits and pieces before we get into the incentive in a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I have 23 euros from Halogen Lampert saying the cronies send their regards.
Shout out to the Joshimus cronies.
I also have 5 euros from Pendle Stevens saying happy birthday, Zelda. Do we have time for more?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I have 10 euros from Mies LWD saying let's go. Shout outs to my caster, co-commentator, and my buddy Chilenium in the crowd. Good to be back. I love you all. Cheers, Mies. I also have 10 euros from Chilenium saying, Mies, you handsome bald man. Proud to be your commentator today. Thank you for this opportunity and an honor to be part of BSG's 10th anniversary.
Thank you very much. So we killed Lance up top on the roof. Now we're just waiting for Sonny to spawn. Should be here any moment. As they do get ready on time, because as soon as he dies and the game fades out, I'll let you know when it is. What was that explosion? Like
I don't know.
Barrel on the roof, I think. Somebody like shot it by mistake. Yeah, as soon as Sonny dies and the game starts fading out, that's time. But that's it. I'll count you in, don't worry. This is the final showdown. The only time you can lose time here is if Sonny dives. Like sometimes when you shoot him, he'll just start bailing out. And obviously, if you're like 1 second overestimate and he bails, it's like the most tilting thing ever. But yeah, we're well past that at this point. So let's see if he bails. Alright, it's fine. All right, so that's time in 3, 2, 1. Time.
Hey. Well.
Yeah, 101.50, and that cost me like 4 minutes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was horrendous.
That's always how it is. Right, so thank you to everyone who's watched this. We still do have the incentive, as I say. If you didn't see it at the start, it got met like almost immediately, so we didn't really get a chance to talk about it. But it's a fun little custom mod that is basically, instead of everything going wrong in Vice City, it's what happens if everything goes right. I will ask the tech live, do you want me to just boot it up straight away? Like, it boots exactly the same way as the regular game. So, yeah, good? Okay, cool. Let's quickly tab out, and we'll open up Loose and Vice, so give me a moment here. Josh, do entertain the crowd for a moment.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So this mod is really funny. Yeah, by our good friend Dinosaur Bites, who makes great hard mode mod for speedrunners for GTA Vice City 3 and San Andreas.
Yeah, what a king.
Yeah, he made a for April Fools. This came out on last year, April Fools. He made a what if a instead of a hard mode mod, this is an easy mode mod.
Yeah,
loosened vice. Yeah, everything goes right.
Right. You guys ready to see some silliness? We don't need a timer or anything, don't worry.
Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look. So we're going to skip the cutscenes because the cutscenes aren't super relevant and they're not slightly modified. As you can see, we've already got different dialogue. Ken is, instead of being annoyed at us, he's making sure that we're okay. Guns are now illegal in Vice City. So, it's horrendous that a deal would happen, but we still need to find out what happened to the deal, okay? So let's have a look. Oh, what's this? Your estranged uncle, Paul Vassetti, has sadly died, but he left you with $5 million, I think that is.
Okay. He seems so nice.
Yeah, he is so nice. You're absolutely right. So we've got, like $50 million. Tommy has spent his time inside bettering himself, fit enough to be able to sprint infinitely and with heavy weapons. He also earned top mark in his swimming lessons. And as you can see here, these are hidden packages. Hidden packages, there's 100 of them hidden around the map in the regular game. As you can see, they are very well hidden in this. And Tommy is just going to skip over and grab all 100 of them. So as you can see, Tommy is a very smiley boy now as well. He's been edited. He's very happy. He is having a nice little skip over. And I'm going to say, Josh, do you remember? Because when we did this at GDQ, I don't think you'd seen this yet.
No,
right?
I hadn't. Yeah.
I don't think you'd seen the missions. So do you remember what happens?
Yeah.
You do remember it.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry,
It's
I
memorable
remember,
enough. I'm going to do a test because if Josh was like, "Yeah, I don't care what happens," then like, I won't even bother showing you then. So we're going to head towards the Ocean Beach Hotel, exactly the same as in the regular game. There will be a cutscene there that we'll skip, but then we'll be immediately straight in to the first lawyer mission, and that's where we'll see everything come to fruition.
Have you jumped yet?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you click your heels when you jump. Yeah, sorry. I'm so like my brain is like so entranced by the trail of packages.
Yeah.
I just forget like all the other stuff that you.
Yeah,
can
you're
do.
unlocking so many weapons.
Yeah,
by
exactly.
getting all these hidden packages.
Making all the money. Yeah. So there are. This is gonna blow your mind, right? There is so much content in this mod. There are 2 entire missions, right? And yeah, I know it's crazy. I know how we're gonna ever, do this in like 10 minutes or whatever is beyond me. But I guarantee you, so that the first mission is like fairly. You might be able to guess what happens. Like, oh, everything goes right. Everyone makes up. Blah blah blah. I guarantee you, and I want you to all put your predictions now in the chat room. Apologies, I'm like engagement baiting here. What your guess for the second mission is going to be. And I guarantee you, all of you are wrong. Every single one of you. And if you're right, then you cheated and you already looked ahead of time. So anyone who cheats and puts the correct answer, permaban them. All right, let's head up and let's go and see our good friend, Sonny. So this cutscene still happens as it regularly does. That's the reason I'm skipping it. So he still, if you haven't played this game, this is the phone call where Tommy rings up Sonny. Sonny is our, mafia boss, and we tell him that the drug's gone wrong and that we've lost the money and the drugs. And Sonny basically, has a massive go at us, yells at us and says, that's my money, Tommy. You've lost it. You need to deal with it. You need to fix this problem. And that's how Vice City starts, right?
We got happy music.
Yeah, we've got happy music.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
DMCA royalty free. Don't worry. This is all very happy. I will turn it off just in case. Because YouTube, system is, very weird. Even though DMCA music, sometimes YouTube, auto-claims it anyway or, illegally claims certain bits of music. So I'll turn it off just to be ultra sure. But, yeah, there is, custom radio and everything in this. Yeah, so anyway, Sonny's had a massive go at us, which is not very nice. So we're going to go and see
Crash out, as the kids call it.
Yeah, crash out. Yeah, it's Ohio Riz negative aura. Right? So we're going to do the party. This cutscene is exactly the same as normal, but this is where it becomes modified. So you see here. Hi, Sonny.
Hey! I'm glad I caught you. Listen, I'm sorry. I overreacted, okay? Don't worry about the cash and fuck the drugs. I'm just glad you're okay. I love you, Tommy. You're like a brother to me. Would you mind driving me and Du Bois to the airport?
Of course, Sonny.
Fly back to Liberty together.
No problem at all.
A couple cannolis to say sorry.
Of course. You wouldn't actually be able to tell, but Sonny was also smiling there. The rude infernus blocked the cutscene.
Yeah.
I've got it in soft lock, maybe it might have done. Yeah. So now we need to head to the airport and take Sonny and the boys to the airport and drop them off. So this is a short drive. So if you've got anything to read for the the next segment or any upcoming incentives, feel free to read them.
Yeah, absolutely. I have 25 heroes from EagleWolf404 saying GG, thanks to Ben and Josh for a great run and great commentary. I also have 25 viewers from Goxy1 through 3 saying, "Can you believe that we'll allegedly be back in Vice City this year?"
Oh yeah, this year.
We got Vice City Speedrun before GTA 6. we got Loose and Vice before GTA 6. Anyway, sorry, continue. Sorry, I'm crashing out there. Sorry.
It's all right. I also have 10 years from Jizokt saying, "Happy to be here again. Let's have a wonderful week. Can I get a hype?"
This is not very hype. What are these guys doing? this is not very jolly of them, is it? All right. So we're going to drive through and drop these guys off at the airport. And it will play the credits, but it's not timed just yet. So there is one more mission. So this is where the credits like technically end. You can see Tommy doing some sick moves there in the bottom right. Look at him go. He's so happy. But yeah, so all these credits are normal, but we're going to skip them. Also, Vic Vance survived.
Hooray!
Let's go. I'm going to make the same joke as I did at GDQ. All 3 VCS enjoyers just went absolutely mental. Let's go. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's this road here.
Path,
I forgot about this. Yeah, speaking of VCS, this is a VCS road. Yeah. So now, to say there is one more mission back at Ken's office. You've got about another minute or so to get in your guesses, but I guarantee you, you are incorrect with what it is.
So good.
Yeah. So say this mission is very, very short. So we're coming up on the finale now. You can technically still. Oops. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, I feel horrible about that. Tommy is not going to be smiling anymore. Accidents happen, okay? But yeah, so the important thing here is that there's like one single objective, but I'm not going to spoil what it is for this mission. But yeah, it's a shout out to Dinosaur Bites for creating this. Just like I think this is like an April Fool's project, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can beat the rest of the missions normally, but they become vanilla missions after this. So this is the final mission. Let's see. So back to the alley brawl.
Doc? Kids? But Doc, I don't have any kids.
But Tommy, in the future, hop in.
We've got to go. There's no time to explain.
This is heavy, Doc.
This is heavy, Doc.
Quick, let's go. Get into the DeLorean and take him back to the future. So we need to get him up to 88. Let's go. So this is coded like a helicopter. So it's actually surprisingly difficult to get it up to 88 miles an hour.
Difficult.
Because we need to go really high and then floor it down, but we don't want to drown, obviously, right? So we need to like feather it, gain more speed. Oh! I hit 88. You saw that. You saw that. Dinosaur Bites. Fix it in the next patch. Dinosaur Bites. Dinosaur, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends, Dinosaur. Come on, bro. All right. I like to do it over the water because it's even more risky for no reason. All right, let's go. Do it again. Feather. Oh, hey. So one time traveling adventure later.
Yeah, I'm afraid he didn't make the whole time traveling adventure.
It's April Fool's. Why would we make it actually? Yeah.
Thanks for all the help, Doc. Hope we can catch up again in the future.
Or in the past, Tommy. Goodbye.
Everyone say bye, Doc.
Bye, Doc.
Bye, Doc. Off he goes. There you go. And that's time.
Yay.
GG. And there we go. That is GTA Vice City and Loose and Vice. In about an hour and 10 minutes to do 2 mods. So it's about 35 minutes each way. You know, I didn't actually go overestimate if you think about it. Yeah, thank you so much again for watching, all the volunteers and everything. You are very awesome. I won't take up too much more of your time. Thanks again, Josh, for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll get ready for the next run. So don't go anywhere. See you guys soon. Thank you, everyone.